How's it going, guys? Poetry said, and welcome back to the episode of the Papal Primacy campaign. Is it Primacy or Primacy? Primacy? I don't know. I'm thinking of, some people pronounce privacy, but I don't think it's the same thing. Welcome back. We're at war with Milan and Savoy. We declared war on Savoy last time. I was looking at Milan and how they're allied to France. I was like, oh, I shouldn't co-belligerize them. Accidentally, mechanical reflex hit the co-belligerize button because I was like, oh, why wouldn't we? In my subconscious, I guess. And then I called them France. I was worried. We managed to get Austria to join by paying off their debt, and then I realized that France is also bankrupt. So apparently, it's not a big deal. But it was still like freaking out at the time in my head. I was considering Alt F4ing because sometimes I was like, maybe it didn't save before that point, even though we went a few months before I realized, or a month or two. But no, this has actually turned out to be a good situation. We're going to beat up France, if anything, or if nothing else. We're not going to be able to take much in southern France. Just give up on that idea. It's just too expensive, and they're a secondary participant, really a tertiary, but there's no distinction. And so I don't think we're really going to be able to take much. If anything, I think we take Lyonnais, because that is a little more risky. It's a little more likely that someone else might take it, like Burgundy or Austria, if I don't. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Milan also in our war here. And not a challenge. Savoy Switzerland has ended up beating up Savoy. Curious of what they'll take. Probably both those provinces, Como and Siam, or I don't know, Siamberi or Chambéry. I don't know. I don't know how to speak Piedmontese. I apologize. If it was Italian, it'd be Chambéry. But if it was Occitan, I would guess like Siambéry. Anyways, I don't know. So getting Milan is good. Again, I actually don't think we're gonna really go too overboard with Milan. With Milan here. If anything, I think we might just release like Parma or Monferrato. I don't know. Like basically, and then try to peacefully vassalize them. Basically, if we take Geneva alone, that puts us in a big coalition range. It's just because Geneva is so expensive, you know. I could give it back to Genoa and then take it from them, but I don't really think that's the right call. I think we just release Mantua. I mean, well, no, I want to do more fraud. We can't. Because, yeah, never mind. Makes sense. I'll deal with these rebels later. Not worry about them yet. Florentine separatists. I should go deal with them. I mean, this war actually turned out to be ridiculous easy because France is pretty heavily weakened. And the thing is, even if we don't... Oh, you know what I should do? No, you know what I should do. If anything, I should release Toulouse. Toulouse is a great vassal. They have a lot of claims. Or Gascon. Gascon has some overlapping ones with them, but what I could do is I could release... I could do both eventually. Gascon is really good because they have a lot of cores. Releasing Toulouse would be really good. I think we're going to do a little bit of vassal feeding here. I think getting Reconquest in our next war with France would be really nice. It would let us get a lot more. Let's just focus on getting the peace deal with France done. If I released Toulouse, that would be way too big for me to peacefully vassalize. So we could warfully vassalize. That's not really how you would describe that in normal English, but you know. I don't know. Poor Naples is gonna get roasted in that war. Okay, so they did take the mountain stuff there and the stuff there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I'm Sean Connery. Alright. For now, let's just chill a second. Naples. Oh, Castile. I hate you, Castile. You're taking Italy. That's fine. We were going to have to go to war with Castile at some point for Sardinia or Naples or Sicily anyway, so not really too worried. It's just a little annoying. Oh, yeah, they're going to fight rebels for me. Nice. So what are we going to do here? Well, again... Toulouse has a claim on that too. Trying to figure out what is the closest province and the cheapest way we could reach a Gascon province. I'm thinking I want to release 2 vassals here. Let's actually just look at it like this. What if I did this, release Montferrat, take this. That's actually not that bad. Okay, I think we can do this. I can definitely modify my other peace deals. I think we take this much. It's a good bit of aggressive expansion, don't get me wrong, but I think it'll be fine. And then we're going to release... Which one first? I don't know. Gascon is all the western land, and then Toulouse. We definitely... I think we'll probably Toulouse first, so they have more. Yeah, release Toulouse, and then... I really wish I could take Lyonnais, but I don't think we should. And we can just take that in the next war anyways. It's not a huge deal. So I think this is what we do. We take Montpellier, and then we take Rouergue and Quercy. Is that the cheapest way to do this? No, we could take Vivarais. Vivarais. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these pronunciations. And then 8 development and 10 development. That'll work. Okay, so... Yeah, like this. This is all occupied by me, right? Yeah, or no one. So that works. Obviously it's expensive, but we're weakening them up. We definitely want to break their alliance with Milan. That's one of the whole points of doing this. Well, now that I've done it, I didn't really intend to do that exactly, but you know. So we take this. We're not going to core it up yet. We will then come in here. We go to the... let's look at both these together first. So like... That's actually not even that bad, but I'm not going to do it. What if I, instead of doing... What if I take off Montferrat? Montferrat is... It's actually not that bad. I think I'm going to do that war. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this war right here. Or this peace deal right here. Because we have truces with... Well, Savoy won't exist, actually, after this, so that's fine. Venice, whatever. Genoa, whatever. They're going to hate us anyways. Milan, truce. Switzerland... no truce, but Trent, truce. France, truce. Augsburg, Lorraine, no truce. Salzburg, so Augsburg, let's keep a track of the ones who could join. Switzerland, Augsburg, Lorraine, Salzburg, Landshut, Strasbourg, Trier, Palatin, and Naples. That is a good bit, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not super happy about that much. That's rough. Tell you what, maybe I'll just take Turin instead, Torino, just to cut off the pass. We can take Cuneo in a different war. Let's do that. How about this? So I'm going to take 1 from each of these guys. Let's take Genoa here. I don't want to release anyone, no, after all. So we could take a lot of other stuff here, like, right? We're getting a lot of benefit in other ways, so I'm not really too worried about that, necessarily. Yeah, so I do think getting Genoa would be really nice for trade and stuff, obviously, so... and then we take just this, and I think that is a reasonable... Actually, we could just wait till December, too, and... yeah, that'll help. We are a great power once again, so that's nice. Okay. Yeah, let's just wait here a second longer. Take you out of there for now, and... Oh, gosh darn it, my Swiss spy network failed. And now we just need Albania, too, so we're not even that far... Oh, gosh darn it, I meant to do it in December, because you get more if you're at peace. More of a tick. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, just revoke all your cores here. Sure, end your rivalry. Give me money. That seems fine. I wonder if we could even just like threaten war on you or something. No, not that close, but still, not that bad. Oh, hey, that did it. Okay, you don't have to own all of them. That's nice. That's nice. I guess we probably don't need that for this either, although we do need to own a good bit. Alright. Look at that. So now we have perma claims on the rest of Northern Italy, except Parma, actually, ironically. But still, that's really good. That means the next war with Milan or Venice or whoever will be that much easier. That'll actually be pretty easy now, just to eat a big chunk of land. But obviously, that's going to have to wait. It's permaclaims, right? That's the whole point of getting permaclaims, that you don't have to eat it all at once. I'm so glad they added permaclaims to the game. I remember when they didn't have that. So, yeah, what we do is we release Toulouse as a vassal, and then we release Gascony as a vassal. And you may say that's excessive. It is, definitely. But, so what do we get an extra... We are the people controlling, and I was going to say, what do we get an extra diplomat from that? So, Toulouse has cores on stuff to the south here in France, and Gascony has claims all over. So, they do share one, not a big deal. So, yeah, this is going to be really good in our next war with France, and they're still going to be weak after this next one, after this war, for a while. They're going to be feeling the effects of that peace deal for a while, I think. Or the past couple peace deals. Orléans alone was a big chunk, you know, so... We've eclipsed Milan. Not actually that surprising. Here, I'm definitely going to delete these guys so I can build a full army in their place, in their stead. France would definitely be good. No reason not to do that. Okay. And again, lots of aggressive expansion. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this coalition, but don't really think it'll mess with us. It might be time to look for another ally. At the same time, obviously, well, we already are too over on relations. That's fine. That's not a huge deal. We could become Defender of the Faith. That's kind of ironic. It's not ironic. I mean, we're the Pope. We should be Defender of the Faith, right? Obviously, Reformation is taking off. Not great for us, but it is what it is. Can't do much about it. So, here's what I will do. Let's start building up another army. Don't have enough manpower. Funny. That's fine. We'll have enough sooner rather than later. Not too worried about that. Alright, let's see. Okay, and now, since we have taken a lot of land and stuff, we're going to spend a little bit of time doing country management. Manpower level, at least 50%. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. I can handle a lot, especially I don't actually have much professionalism right now. That's fine. What about our other mission trees? We have some that are more diplomatic focused. Counter the Reformation, convert 10 provinces, Council of Trent, okay. Support the orders, the knights and the Livonians and the nobility all like me, okay. Well, there's the nobility thing. So the knights and the Livonians, and since the Teutons are dead, it makes it easier. Let's try to do this, honestly. Let's see what we can do. Target neighbors, target own subjects. Target own subjects. I don't really need to for that probably, but here, let's take you from there instead. How about that? Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, taking Genoa obviously is going to be huge for money. The trade is going to be good. We already have the lion's share of the Genoa trade node, which is... So you know, it's kind of ironic. So I like talking about trade in this game. Not everyone likes trade in this game as much as I do, but... you know, we actually have Genoa node. I think last patch was on par with the English Channel. I think English Channel might have had a slight edge, but it depended on the game, right? If it was a game where Spain dominated, then and like, you know, if the AI was smart or whatever, they and had a trade in Genoa, that could really dominate. You know, whereas if the British got more of the colonial stuff done, then they would be sort of the leader in that node. But Valencia existing now, which I do think should exist, by the way. I think it's good to split Genoa, which is more, you know, in real life, obviously the Mediterranean is fairly connected, but like by sea routes and everything. But at the same time, it makes sense that there'd be a Valencia node that is southern France and you know, Valencia, Aragon, Catalonia, right? Because historically, during the early time period of this game, especially, that was like really a big kind of trading triangle. I believe that in the Kingdom of Aragon, for instance, they had like, you know, Valencia, Mallorca, and Barcelona basically were like three. They like had a sort of a triangle trade. I don't remember exactly what happened. It was like Mallorca would export grain to the other two, and then I don't remember the other ones. But yeah, so it makes sense that Valencia is its own thing, but it does have the unintended, well, probably intended consequence of making it so the Genoa node can't just leech off of the colonial powers of Iberia. You really have to move into Iberia or have some other method of getting power there, or in southern France, to be able to get a good to be able to push that colonial trade into it. In other words, instead of just being able to push straight from Sevilla, get all that colonial stuff and push it right into your node, now you have to push it into Valencia and into there. So you have to have a lot more trade power further upstream. Not only do you have to have trade power in Valencia, you have to then find a way to get past that. So I think it makes sense, though. It makes it so that you really have to focus if you want to mooch off of the colonial land. It makes the Genoa node a lot weaker, but more on par with the Venice node. Right now, the Venice and Genoa nodes are about equal. Genoa gets Western Mediterranean, some colonial stuff from further. Venice gets Eastern Mediterranean, some stuff from, the Silk Road and further east. So they both are kind of like not super strong. Embrace the Counter-Reformation is probably good for us. It does give tech cost up and idea cost, but we've taken innovative, so I don't think it's a huge deal. We don't really need the missionary strength right now, though, so I'm not going to do it yet. We have convoked the Council of Trent. So we need to, it doesn't matter which side we pick, but I don't remember how this works. We get to, choose, right? So, which of these bonuses we take. Missionary strength. So basically the resistance to Reformation goes up either way. This just lowers your missionary strength, but you have empire relations. Since we are in an area that we're not really surrounded by a lot of Protestant powers yet, I think harsh is better. Excuse me, I'd like to see what, oh, okay, there we go. Missionary strength, down, institution spread down is unfortunate though. But I kind of feel like missionary strength is pretty important. Long term right now, wouldn't be a huge deal. I'm gonna go harsh. Let's see, and that was this. Look at that. Okay, and so people will start joining on either side, I believe. Yeah. We'll see what happens there. All right. France is taking a harsh stance. Man, our tolerance of the true faith is crazy. Our tolerance of heretics is really quite down, lowered. Quite low. I can't speak apparently. So having more people on either side makes it cheaper. I think we might as well wait a little longer, but what do we want to take? I don't know. Tolerance of heretics would be fine to get. Like even though we are on the harsh side, you can get benefits from both ends, right? I think I honestly might do... Oh, that's really good. Wow. Manpower and True Faith provinces. National manpower modifier. More score cost for other religions. Curia power cost. That's underwhelming. So, here, let's do this one, because I definitely want to do that one. Tolerance of heretics or missionary strength versus heretics. I think the missionary strength is probably better. Institution spread and True Faith is so good. Honestly, we're just going to do harsh all the way. This one, I'll do this one. And it kind of offsets the other ones. And there we go. We finished the Council of Trent. I'll sure, get opinion. Excuse me? Every country in the Catholic League gains the... We don't want to do this right now. That's something we can do once the League fires. Alright, cool. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Indeed. I do think we should start eating, Dalmatia, I believe. I don't think we really have anything else to feed them. Not anytime soon, at the very least. So I do think I will... Let's take off. Yeah, I'll take you off of here. And I do think we should start annexing them. They shouldn't be too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. I think we can take tech right now. We're still gaining, so that's fine. Good. There we go. That works. Again, coalition still does exist for us, so let's just chill for a bit. It actually might be a good idea to build some barracks. Normally, this is about the time when you want to start doing that anyways, so let's do this. Obviously, it's not like it's gonna start working for us immediately, but still. Support the orders gives us... there we go. We can do that now. Look at that. Army tradition, Eastern alliances. I don't think there's any reason not to do this now, so let's do that. Prester John. So either we own provinces in the Horn of Africa region or any Christian country there that likes us a lot. Can't see anyone, so that'll just have to wait. It's not a big deal. It's pretty good, actually. Holy League, yeah, whatever. Build a Roman Navy, Naval Tradition. Naval Tradition, I think you can get just from protecting trade, so that's not too hard to get. Delfinato. I don't feel like fighting rebels there, so guess what? You get yeeted upon. So Gascony also does have cores on Castile, by the way, so that's fine. You know, we are going to backstab Castile at some point, sooner rather than later, probably. Because they decided that they wanted to eat all of Italy here. Or a good chunk of it. It's not acceptable. 'Tis not acceptable. What is our manpower max at? It's actually pretty high, and our manpower that we're getting is not a lot. I wonder what our first idea group should be for military, right? Because we're coming up on that. Let's think about this. So I don't think, we don't really need aristocratic. We have plenty of diplomats as it is. We are... Well, that's unfortunate. Jeez, I'll do that. Honestly, quantity might not even be that bad, although it is a little boring. It's normally not even my favorite one to do. I think quality is always good. Quality would be pretty good for us because we do need a strong navy, or at least having a strong navy is going to help, especially going north Aragon. And having high quality troops is good. I do think we could get by with just quality rather than, you know, like our troop quality is already okay, but it's not, we don't have any bonuses. We don't have any significant bonuses from our national ideas or anything. We definitely, like, we take an innovative, which is, you know, and we're fine. We don't really need religious because hopefully it shouldn't hit us too hard, and it should be fine either way. But, like, let's think about this. Like, I kind of feel like quality is the way to go, especially because, keep in mind, long term, we're going to be, especially at wars with France, Austria, Spain, everyone, we're going to be relying on defensive battles, right? Forts that are in the mountains, which is, I'm going to build one in Saluzzo, which I should do, by the way. You know, stuff like that, like Saluzzo 046, that's good for military. Stuff like mountains over here in Austria, or yeah, you know, and hill forts. Like we're going to be using hill. We're mostly not going to be taking full-on offensive battles. We're going to be using territory wisely. In which case, quality is definitely better. You want to play into that. Having more armies doesn't necessarily help with that. So I think quality is good. Offensive would also be fine for that. Offensive is good, and I think I oftentimes underestimate offensive. I'll tell you what, offensive also helps with the quality troops with discipline and siegeability and generals, which basically helps out as well. So I'll think about that. Let's think about it. While we're waiting here, which people are leaving the coalition, by the way, so that's good. While we're sort of thinking about this, let's look at policies. I'm definitely not going to take defensive. Defensive is really good if you're in a place where the attrition is going to be high for enemies. Mountains, tundra, desert, stuff like that. That's not us. We have fertile farmlands and valleys and stuff. So, yeah, not going to happen. Let's see. So, okay, first off, while we're talking, build the fort. Build the fort here. No reason not to build that fort. Not sure what other forts we want to build, because I feel like Toulouse and Delfinato would be good. There is one here in Comrock. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll figure out. Auvergne is a good one normally, so that's fine. If we can just wait long enough. Auvergne, Delfinato, Toulouse would be pretty good. We'll see. Oh, by the way. Here, just to make it easier for our vassals to know what is acceptable for them to eat, everything is acceptable. Let's see. So we started building that castle there. I think that's fine. We don't have any other forts we want to build right now, do we? No, I don't think so. We're good. Yeah, no, we're good. Sealy's element of hunger. Yeah, okay. Not gonna do that. Let's see. So let's look at ideas real quick. We have to end this video in a second here, but let's look at them. So offensive is... So we're like, what are we going to be taking in the future? What are we going to be taking in the future? Probably expansion, or not expansion, influence, admin. Influence one is alright. The espionage one is actually alright. Innovative one is pretty darn good. The admin one is terrible. So there's some alright ones. Humanist one is good if we ever go humanist. Whereas quality, let's see, espionage, that one's alright. Innovative, infantry combat is really good. What about influence? That one's, yeah, underwhelming. Admin is, alright. Religious is good if we ever take religious, not sure. Humanist is, alright. They're pretty much, they both have some decent ones across the board. I think the innovative one is a little more, the innovative policy with offensive is pretty good. But so is the innovative one with quality. Like, those pair really well. Trade ideas, we might be going at some point, actually, and that would be trade efficiency up. There's some pretty good ones in there. There's some pretty good ones in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of feel like offensive might be better. But quality is good for the naval stuff too, right? So... Whereas, like, because this doesn't give land leader, this doesn't give naval leader. The only way to get that is from naval ideas. And I think quality would affect both. Well, no, it's only army tradition. It's not navy tradition. So, yeah, not sure about that one. Okay. Well, tell you what, we're gonna wrap up this episode. I'll think about this, and we'll consider it more as we get closer to being able to take a new idea group. So. Thank you for watching. Please go and leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.